Hi, this is Garth with the Toronto Blue Jays. You're listening to Blue Jays Baseball on CJRN.
Here's the upstart Cleveland Indians will be here on Monday, Labor Day. That's September 1st, a 1:35 start. Grand and Troy back to school day. And then the Tribe here for Tuesday and Wednesday night games beginning at 7:35. So come on out and see Cleveland under Pat Corrales and the rookie Corey Snyder and company. Beginning Monday, September 1st, a 1:35 Labor Day start on Grand and Troy back to school day. Seventh inning, George Foster leads off and pokes the first pitch back in second. Out to get it, Manny Lee. Second baseman scooting out on the carpet into shallow right center to rob George Foster in a bid for a base hit. 2-0 Blue Jays. Willie Upshaw drew a 2-out walk in the fifth inning and scored as Lloyd Mosby lined a home run over the center field fence 400 feet away. Mosby's 17th home run of the year, and those are the only runs of the game. Foster with that out is 1 for 3, a single to left, and here's Ron Hasse, who's 0 for 2. He swings on a Joe Johnson changeup, strike one. Johnson has been spectacular here tonight. He has shut out the Sox on 5 hits, struck out 4, and has yet to walk a man. Pinpoint control. He kept it down, and Hasse ripped one foul down the right field side. No balls and 2 strikes on a man who is looking at a .360 batting average coming into this game against the Blue Jays this year. Hasse's always been tough over the years. Started with Cleveland, with the Yankees, and now with Chicago. Seventh inning, 1 out. The 0-2 pitch. Chopped off the plate, a high bounded to short, taken by Fernandez, so it's a first, and with the early move, plenty of time to get Hasse, and there are 2 down. With a lot of other hitters, that would have been a base hit. That ball hit so high off the plate. But Hasse is ailing, wearing braces on both knees, and he's gone here in the 7th. Here comes Russ Morman. Morman has struck out and singled the left field, but when he singled down the left field line, George Bell picked up the ball on the foul line and threw him out at second base with a strike. Morman fouls it off. It marks George Bell's 12th assist this year, and he has had now 6 in his last 8 games. Bell backed up in left with his right-handed hitter who likes to pull. He takes it inside, and it's 1-1. The Blue Jays 2 runs on 5 hits and no errors. The Sox no runs, 5 hits and no errors. Johnson the windup. Here he comes, and Morman jumps away from the pitch, 2-1. Russ had a great major league debut, had 3 hits, won a home run, and he had a home run and a single in 1 inning. Only the second player ever to get 2 hits in 1 inning in his major league debut. Morman takes it outside, it's 3-1. The other is a pretty familiar name in baseball, and Billy Martin did it in 1950. 2 hits in 1 inning. They're the only 2 ever to do that in their big league debut. Morman hits the ground ball to third, and the dirt cutout, short hop by Orge. Throw it to first, he got him. Pretty play by Orge. Johnson's had some pretty defense behind him tonight to go along with his own fundamentally sound pitching, and the Sox are going in order. And Lloyd Mosby will be the leadoff batter. He has homered and struck out. Mosby, Bell, and Johnson for the Blue Jays here in the top of the 5th. They lead 6-2. 6 runs on 9 hits. Instead of 2 runs, 3 hits and an error. Mosby swings and he misses strike 1. Now here is an interesting note that Mr. Brenner, our producer, just handed to me. You might wonder how it is that Jose Canseco, who is just off and running in virtually every offensive department early on in the season, the pitcher is outside to count 1-1. How he has sort of bogged down here at the 26 homer plateau and the 94 RBI plateau, letting anybody creep up, or in the case of the home runs, pass him on by. And we just had some light shed on that. As Mosby is ready for the 1-run, he does not come around, and the pitch is outside 2-1. We just got a note here on our ticker service that says at New York, Jose Canseco's RBI double snapped an 0-for-40 slump, the longest drought in the majors this season. The pitch is a breaking ball high to Lloyd Mosby, 3-1. So the rookie of the Oakland A's has been in a prolonged slump, 0-for-40. But he breaks up with an RBI double. He must feel like he's just had the world lifted right off his shoulders. The pitch is outside, ball 4. Mosby will draw the leadoff walk. George Bell, the batter, he has doubled and scored, and he has grounded out to the shortstop. John McLaren, the third base coach, with some signs across the way for Lloyd Mosby, who opens up a lead. Herbig holding the runner there. Here's the pitch to Bell, who takes inside, ball 1. Bell, one of the team players in the plot when the Blue Jays in the first inning scored 6 runs and had 8 consecutive hits. He doubled in that first inning, 8 consecutive being a new club record. And at first, the runner's back. We saw the Blue Jays got the lead here, 6 runs, 3 of them unearned in their very first at bat. Here's the pitch on the way. A swing and a fly ball in the right center. Bernansky over in the gap. He's there. He waits and he takes for the out. 1 down. So Bell is retired. Rich Johnson will be the batter. What better way to celebrate the 10th anniversary of the Blue Jays than with Telemedia Sports Radio Day at the ballpark? Everyone who enters the park on Saturday, September 20th, with a radio, will receive a lucky number decal, and Jerry and I will give away Zenith merchandise every half inning, but you must be listening to win. Remember, Saturday, September 20th, Telemedia, the Blue Jays, Zenith, and CJCL will celebrate year 10 of the Blue Jays on radio. We sure hope to see you there, radio in hand, or at least in pocket. There's a throw to first. Back safely is Mosby. Rich Johnson had an RBI single in that big first inning uprising. He grounded out to third in a 1-2-3 second inning. Here's the pitch. Johnson takes the strike, 0-1. Infield set for the double play. Outfield straight away for the right-hand hitting DH of the Blue Jays, Cliff Johnson. And it's the pitch out. Mosby had an idea. He put the brakes on and scooted back to first base when he saw that pitch out. For a moment like he might be going, and he might have been thinking about going, and maybe Loudon tipped it, and Mosby didn't go, but he was leaning that way. There's a swing and a pop-up with way up in the air. Herbig waiting for it. Johnson 3/4 of the way down the first. He's gone when the ball finally comes down, taken by Herbig, and there are 2 away. That'll bring the catcher of the Blue Jays, Ernie Witt, to the plate. He's had a ground rule double, scored a run, and had a single. 3 for 2 tonight, batting .247. And at first, Mosby on the walk, 2 down here in the Blue Jays 5th inning. We close it out here in Minnesota with an afternoon game tomorrow. Dave Steve against Frank Viola of the Minnesota Twins. 1:55 Eastern Time, countdown to baseball. There to first, Mosby is back safely. for a strike. 0-1. Mike Smithson started this ball game. He lasted 2/3 of an inning. Here's the 0-1 delivery, a swing and a foul back. Smithson in 2/3 of an inning gave up 6 runs, 3 of them unearned, on 7 hits, including the home run to Lloyd Mosby. Must be tough to be a starter and get yourself all keyed and geared and ready to go for a start. Only the last 2/3 of an inning, it's shelled off the mound and victimized by a teammate's error. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A swing and a ball pulled to the right side, a base hit for Witt. And Witt is 3 for 3 tonight. Cliff Johnson goes to second on the base wrap by Witt. The Blue Jays have runners at first and second. Now for Rick Leach, who has had an RBI single and scored a run, as well as hit into a fielder's choice. Infielders play it back with 2 down here in the inning and 2 aboard. And now Anderson, the left-hander, will whirl and Rick Mosby back to the bag over there at second base. Anderson from the belt. The pitch. And he misses outside, ball 1. Alan Anderson is from Lancaster, Ohio. Last year in Toledo, he was 7-11 with a 3.43 ERA. The pitch swung on and missed. And ball 1 strike on the batter. Minnesota will not be in Toledo next year. Their AAA club has already informed them that they're not going to continue the working agreement. It'll become a Tiger franchise in all probability. There's a pitch missing. Anderson thought he had a strike right there. Now Loudner goes out to talk with the left-hander. Could be a switch of allegiances there. The Tiger AAA club is currently Nashville. And the Minnesota people would not mind working with the Nashville people, so it could be that the Nashville Sounds will become a Minnesota franchise next year as Toledo becomes a Tiger franchise. On the batter, Leach. The lefty to the belt, the pitch. And it misses outside, 3-1. Well, he is not missing by much. A couple of these pitches, the last 2 have looked like they were real close to the black on that plate and about belt high. So he's missing by just a little bit, and you got to credit Leach with a good eye up there. Now the left-hander steps off and Leach backs out of the box. Runners at first and second. 2 out. Blue Jays batting here, top of the 5th. They lead 6-2. The pitch. A swing and a liner dropping in base hit to right field. Mosby will be held at third. The throw comes in. The Blue Jays have the bases loaded, and the batter is Garth Iorg as Leach picks up his second hit of the ball game. The Minnesota Twins pitching coach Dick Such is on his way out. He will talk it over with the lefty as Loudner listens in. Garth George up there in a bases-loaded situation now. Mosby at third. Ernie Wood at second. Rick Leach at first, and Garth George smacking his lips, no doubt, as he comes to the plate here. Presented with a slam opportunity. The base is full of Blue Jays, and they lead it 6-2 with 2 down here in the top of the 5th inning. Anderson winds it up, and the pitch on the way is inside, ball 1. The Blue Jays picking up their 11th hit. Fourth off Anderson. He winds again. The 1-0 pitch on the way. A swing and a fly ball driven to center field. Puckett backs up a little bit. He'll take it to the out and retire the side. The Blue Jays with 2 hits and a walk leave the bases full. We go to the bottom of the 5th.
Brian Elkins. Jim Clancy getting ready, and he'll pitch to the lower third of the Indians' order in the 7th inning. Pat Tabler, Rick Jacoby, and Andy Anderson. Clancy has given up only 6 hits and 1 run through their 6 innings. I want to remind the listeners on our flagship station, WWWE in Cleveland, and probably a number of stations along the network, that following the game tonight, the Indians game, you'll be hearing the Browns football game as the Browns play the Raiders in Los Angeles. Pat Tabler standing in. He's had an infield hit and grounded out. He has upped his hitting streak to 8 ball games, and he's now batting at .320. Here's the pitch. And it's taken, and it's a strike call. Now the pitch by Clancy, and it's low, 1 ball and 1 strike. Pat Tabler has the top batting average on the Cleveland Ball Club at .320. The only other Indian over the 300 mark is Tony Bernazard. The pitch. This is popped up. And Ernie Witt throws the mask away, and foul ground. He makes the catch. 1 down. Tabler popped it foul off to the left of the plate, and Ernie Witt made the play. Now Brooke Jacoby, he has flied twice to the right fielder, Rick Leach. Say, come see many of Cleveland's finest high school bands in a special pregame show Sunday, September 14th. The Tribe battles the Oakland A's at 1:35 p.m. September 14th, and the Marching Band Festival begins at 12:30 in the afternoon. It features bands from Rocky River High School, Chagrin Falls High School, Benedictine, Orange High, St. Ignatius High School, and Wycliffe High School. Get tickets by calling Ticketmaster at 241-5555 or toll-free 1-800-248-8888. A strike to Jacoby, and the next pitch bounced right at Fernandez at short. Tony's throw is in time. 2 men out. Jim Clancy has retired 7 of the last 8. The only man he didn't retire, Andre Thornton, hit a home run. And that has accounted for the only Cleveland run tonight. Andy Allenson has had 1 for 2. An infield hit to shortstop in the 5th inning. The pitch. That is low and inside. And the 1-0 pitch. Foul back on the screen behind the plate. 1 ball, 1 strike to Andy Allenson. Nobody on. 2 men out. First 2 men in the inning, Tabler and Jacoby, were retired quickly. The 1 pitch, swing and a miss, 1-2. Blue Jays are going home to open a homestand tomorrow night. They play the Minnesota Twins over the weekend, and then they have the Indians coming in Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Fly ball, short left field. Hernandez, the shortstop, backing, and he has it to retire the side. Allenson pops to short. For the second time, Clancy retires the Indians 1-2-3, and at the end of the blue.
Bottom of the fifth inning, Jesse Barfield, the batter, takes it down and in, ball one. This is the Miracle Food Mart hit and win inning. And Jesse Barfield is batting for John L. Mueller of Belleville, Ontario. Here's the pitch, a swing and a foul, back out of play. Barfield, 1 ball, 1 strike. Struck out swinging back in the second inning. Oh, for his last 13. He swings and he pops it back out of play. A ball and 2 strikes now to Barfield. It has been almost a month since he hit home run number 30. That came back on the 13th of August. There's a foul ball. He just really didn't swing at all that time. The pitch was way inside. Went up on his tiptoes to get away from it. The ball hit the bat. Fouled off sharply over near the Yankee dugout. And the pitch. Missing, ball 2, 2-2. This Drabick can run it up there with authority. There's no doubt about that. Here's a 2-2 offering. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. Barfield is gone again on a strikeout. That is the 3rd strikeout in the ball game for Drabick. 2nd time that he's rung up Jesse. And that'll bring Cliff Johnson to the plate to bat for F. McIntyre of Mississauga. Here in our Miracle Food Mart hit and win 5th inning. The Yanks 2, the Blue Jays nothing. Johnson has had 1 at bat and he flied out to center field. Here's the pitch to Cliff. Inside, ball 1. Blue Jays on the road after this one tonight. They head off for Milwaukee and a 4-game series against the Milwaukee Brewers. 1-0 pitch. That's a popper in foul ground down the right side. Mattingly will chase it, and it's back in the seats out of play. Jim Clancy against Mike Birkbeck in game 1 of that series. That's tomorrow night, 8:15 airtime. That's 8:15 Eastern. Joe Johnson against former Blue Jay Pete Vukovich on Saturday. Sunday, Steve against Teddy Higuera. And then Bill Wegman goes Monday against undecided for the Blue Jays. Jimmy Williams has not set his pitcher for the finale of that series. Pitch outside, 2-1 to Big Cliff. And the pitch, swing and a miss, make it 2-2. Came after him with some heat right there. I mentioned before the Blue Jays playing a 3rd doubleheader. I said they had split a pair. Well, they had split a pair of games against Baltimore back here, but they, of course, took a doubleheader from the Cleveland Indians in Cleveland. There's a ground ball to short. Throw it over to first, and there are 2 down. Back on the 17th of April, the Blue Jays lost the opener to Flanagan. He beat Jimmy Key, by the way, in game 1 of a twin bill. Then they won the nightcap of that doubleheader, snapping a 4-game losing streak. Henke over Tippy Martinez. And then the Blue Jays, after rain problems in Cleveland last month, swept a pair of games, a doubleheader from the Indians. Here's Witt to take low and away, ball 1. So they have a doubleheader win and a doubleheader split to show for the two doubleheaders to date. Right now they are trailing in game one of this one, 2-0 to the New York Yankees. As they bat in the fifth inning, Ernie Witt up there batting for Claudette Beneteau of Windsor. And the pitch is down and in, ball 2-0. Ernie's had one at bat. He led off the third inning, popping up to the shortstop. Here's the pitch. And it's in there for a strike, 2-1. Here it comes. Missing outside. The count 3-1 now to Ernie Witt.
Tom, you notice with so few fans here because of the rain how you can really hear the fans yell and get on an umpire and somehow really get into the game a lot more so than if you have a big crowd.
Well, they know they stand out, I guess, so they're giving it their best shot. 3-1 pitch on the way. A chopper out to second. Right there is Little. He's got it. He plays it on to first, and the Blue Jays go again. Boy, they are just having trouble getting any kind of offensive momentum going. 3 up.
5-0. Appreciation Day is coming. That's Sunday, October 5th. Final home game of the year. The Blue Jays against the Milwaukee Brewers. A lot of nice prizes to be given away. So jot it down and come on out to say and bid farewell to the Blue Jays. Fan Appreciation Day, Sunday, October 5th. John Cerruti comes on to pitch here in the 7th inning. The Blue Jays leading Boston 6-2. Rance Mullinax, who pinch hit for Kelly Gruber and drew a walk and scored in the just concluded 3-run 6th inning, remains in the game at third. John Cerruti facing the bottom third of the Bo Sox order, Armas, Gedman, and Owen. Armas has struck out and grounded out to the mound. Right-handed hitter swings through a changeup, strike one. For Dave Stieb, he throws 103 pitches over 6 innings, 59 for strikes, but he gives up only 2 runs, only one of those earned on 5 hits. Struck out 4, walked 4. Had a wild pitch that contributed to a run. And the pitch inside to Armas, 1-1. Dave has his earned run average dropped to a season low 4.85. He's in a position to win his 6th win of the year, and John Cerruti trying to stave off the Red Sox and give him a shot at it. Curveball hits the outside corner. Nice pitch. 1-2 from the left-hander John Cerruti to the big, bulky right-handed hitting Tony Armas. Out of Venezuela, one of the greatest players that country has produced. Armas, a longtime member of the Oakland A's. He came over in a trade from the Pittsburgh Pirates. And now starring with Boston. He waits the pitch and drives it to center field. High, not deep. Mosby comes sauntering in under it, makes the one-handed catch. To set that Blue Jays defense for you, Mullinax at third, Fernandez at short, Lee at second with Upshaw at first. In the outfield, it is Bell in left, Mosby in center, and Barfield in right. Ernie Witt catching John Cerruti. The Blue Jays, 6 runs, 7 hits, and no errors. The Sox, 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors. Gedman is singled and struck out. He drills one to right. Back goes Barfield, turns, looks, it clears the fence. Home run, Rich Gedman. His 15th of the year, his 13th on the road. So get him together with Willie Nelson on the road again, and Gedman brings the Sox to within 3 now, trailing 6-3 as he hits home plate and gets the high five from Spike Owen, who's next up. Gedman is one of the willing pupils of batting coach Walt Hriniak, and if you're at the park, that's Walt coaching at first. A firm believer in keeping your head down at all times to really try and see the ball meet the bat, and Gedman does it as well as anyone. Spike Owen, a switch hitter, batting right-handed, takes outside, ball 1. Spike is hit into a double play and grounded out, so he's yet to hit a ball out of the infield. Fastball is high, 2-0. Cerruti comes in here 9-3. His earned run average just under 4 at 3.97. John in his 32nd game. He's had 18 starts. 2-0 fastball misses outside, ball 3. And now right-hander Mark Eichhorn up again, busy in the Blue Jays left field pen. Seventh inning, 1 out, a run in. And the 3-0 fastball's in for a strike. Cerruti surrenders his 23rd home run in 134 innings, so that's a home run every 6 innings. Cerruti peers in, starts into his windup. 3-1 offering, that's in there. Strike 2 called. Spike Owen. There's a Navy number 5 on his road gray uniform back. Here's the 3-2 pitch, foul back. Three-two on Spike Owen here in the 7th. And the 3-2 pitch. Ground ball hit out to second, bouncing into the glove of Manny Lee. A flick of the wrist, and down goes Spike Owen, and there are 2 down.